Hello everyone, this is Javed Basha D, Assistant Professor in Commerce, GBRC Degree College and PG Center, Hoinadagadi. Guys, today we are discussing about industrial policies in India since independence. Okay, and in the previous classes we have been already discussed about the introduction about business environment and right. So today we are going to discuss about the industrial policies, economic reforms in India, the impact of LPG on Indian economy, the structural changes what happened during 1991 economic reform. Okay, we will be discussing one by one. So first one, guys, what is industrial policy? Industrial policy is nothing but it is the government actions to influence the ownership and structure of the industry and its performance. It takes the form of paying subsidies or providing finance in other way or of regulations. Or it includes procedures, principles, policies, rules and regulations, incentives and punishments, the tariff policy, the labor policy, government attitude towards foreign capital, etc. Guys, here industrial policy is nothing but it is the government action to influence the ownership and structure of the industry. It's nothing but how the business should be run within the country, how the business should run, right? So here government is influencing on the ownership. We know that already. Ownership means here the who controlling the business, whether it is a public entity or it is a private entity or it is a joint. Joint means here it is a public come private, PPP model, 3P model. Okay, what kind of the ownership the business is running from, right? So it is very important. So here government action is influencing towards the ownership and structure of the industry. Right, here structure of industry refers to the whether it's a monopolistic industry, oligopolistic industry, or monopoly. So these kind of things and its performance, how a business is running under these conditions. Okay, and here it takes the form of paying subsidies or providing finance in other ways or of regulations. Here government industrial policy also includes that paying the subsidies and providing finance. We know that the government is responsible for providing all the basic needs of a business like land, labor, capital, etc. Right, we know that. And in many cases government is providing land on lease, and also providing finance. For that government has been set up ICICI, IDBI, SSI at district level, various industrial corporations, state level government has been set up various industrial corporations. At national level government has been set up various industrial finance corporation to promote the business within the country, right? So this government industrial policy includes all these things, okay, which are directly or indirectly influencing on the performance of the business or entity. And also it includes the procedures, principles, policies, rules and regulations, incentives and punishments, the tariff policy, the labor policy, and government attitude towards the foreign capital, etc. Guys, here we must understand that industrial policy is not only talking about ownership or the structure of the industry or only influencing on the performance of the company. It also includes procedures, principles. So here procedures, principles means there are various acts government has been implemented during over the period of time, like FERA Act, FEMA Act, MRTP Act, License Act, and in IT Act we have Contract Act, we have so many acts with respect to each and every aspect of business. So it also includes procedures and principles, policies, rules and regulations. Every industry, every company must follow to run their business smoothly, to obey the laws of the country, state, right? And also industrial policy also includes the incentives and punishment. Here incentives for the government is providing incentives for the businesses who are starting newly or promote the business in some remote areas or some backward areas. So someone is ready to start their business in the backward areas means government is allowing them incentives in the form of tax subsidies, in the form of less interest loans, in the form of providing land, and in the form of providing machineries, some other promotional activities. And also it includes punishments. If any entity commit any mistakes or they are not following the rules, if they are violating the rules, then government also punishing those entities. And it also includes tariff policy. Tariff policies normally comes into the picture during the foreign trade, international trade, right? So policies for this, we know we could say that there are various economical regions have been formed across the world, like SARC, Euro. There are various different NAFTA, SAFTA. These are few we could mention as an example. And also the labor policies. Labor policies are very crucial, right? We know that. So it is the responsibility of each and every business to follow the labor policies which are formulated by the government. Okay, and also it shows the government attitude towards the foreign capital. Okay, we know that in few sectors, Indian government has been not allowed foreign investment, correct, but in recent couple of years we could see that government has been allowing foreign investment in the industries like railway, right, but previously it has been not allowed. And also we could see that in textile industries also government is rapidly allowing for foreign direct investments. We could see this as some examples, right? So next, so what are the objectives of industrial policy? Why should we have industrial policy? Objectives. Why should we have industrial policies? The basic objective of industrial policy is to maintain a sustained growth in productivity, right? To maintain a sustained growth in productivity. Here, sustained means always positive growth. It doesn't mean during year 2018 we have the growth rate of 7.8% and suddenly in 2019 it become 5%. It doesn't make any sense, right? So here sustained growth means it shows upward curve, right? And productivity. Productivity is nothing but utilizing the resources effectively and efficiently. With the minimum effort, we are getting maximum output. Okay, so we call it as productivity. So here, industrial policy is allowing every industry to follow the sustained growth and productivity. Right. So the next objective is to enhance the gainful employment. Right. So industrial policy's main objective is to enhance the gainful employment. Okay, it is the responsibility of government to provide employment or create the employment opportunity. Okay, it is also the responsibility that not only it is only government jobs, correct? There are private jobs or the jobs, they are like not only private, government, and also there are few jobs which are like seasonal jobs. We could call as seasonal jobs. Say for example of any festivals, we could see that there are various shops are there during the festival days, and when the festival is over, the shops were removed, and they are again relocating somewhere. Festival is going on, right? So during this time, directly or indirectly, the various jobs have been created at a particular place. So we could call it as seasonal jobs, right? So here, the main objective of this industrial policy is to provide gainful employment in the form of full-time employment. Okay, I'm not talking about the seasonal kind of thing. Here, the full-time employment. How? Here, government is allowing different companies, different industries to the nation, to the country, to start their business. Here, government is providing them to the land, labor, and subsidies in the form of tax. Government is providing all the necessary facilities which could be helpful to start a business, to run a business, right? So, when government is providing this kind of facility, the organization which are going to start, they are providing the employment to the people. of this country or state, right? So here, the another objective of the industrial policy is achieve the optimum utilization of human resources, right? Here, industrial policy make sure that every industry, every organization is utilizing the human resource effectively and efficiently. Optimum utilization, the maximum utilization of human resources is possible through the industrial policies. How? Because every industry is following the government rules and regulations, right? Here, not only pay, wages, other benefits, here it is the responsibility of the organization to provide the basic skills to the human resource so they can perform the job better. So by this way, it is possible to utilize the human resource at maximum level. Right? And the next important aspect is to attain international competitiveness. Right? Here, we know that the modern business rapidly growing. Okay, it has tremendous potentiality for each and every country to turn over the table. Means a country can change the pace of economical growth by incubating or changing some industrial policies, by allowing the different companies or by allowing foreign direct investment into the country or by some other economical theories, by effectively utilizing or practicing some good economical theories or practices. Okay, here the industrial policies help to attain the international competitiveness. Here the international competitiveness is nothing but giving the edge. Okay, here international competitiveness is like it is like the foreign countries companies are showing interest to start in that particular country. They are not going elsewhere. When it comes to start a business, means they are choosing that particular country because of this the country's industrial policy. Because of industrial policy. Okay. Here internal competitiveness means by providing some liberalization. Okay. We could say that as I previously told, in the form of subsidies, land, labor. Okay, these are some basic needs of business. When every government is ready to provide these facilities, every industry wants to start their business and during that particular state or country. Okay, so in this way, a country can get international competitiveness. Okay, so we could see that China has some international competitiveness in various sectors. Like we could see that there are various products, almost all the products are made in China products. Okay, why? Because the country is having such a industrial policies, and also they have the labor force backed to them. Hence, the many countries are showing the interest to start their businesses in China because of various reasons like cheap labor cost, technological advancement, or the government policies, right? And also India also having the international competitiveness in the sectors like IT sectors. Okay, here India is exporting around 80% of IT export to the world. Outsourcing. I am talking about IT outsourcing. Okay, India is the hub for the IT outsourcing. Okay, here these are some sectors, or there are few sectors in which few countries are having the international competitiveness because of various reasons like skilled labors, low labor cost, and very much important because of the government industrial policies. Okay, government behavior towards that particular industry, right? And also to transform India into a major partner and player in the global arena. Here, Indian industrial policy's main objective is to transform India into a major partner and player in the global arena. It means that we are focusing toward exporting. Okay, we are focusing toward the exporting various goods and materials to the world. I mean, the rest of the world. Okay, and also become a major partner and player in the global arena. Okay, whenever it comes to the international business, the other country should choose to start their business in India. Okay, so by the way, in this form, India could generate employment to the general public of India, and also it, it will help to GDP growth of the country, right? So these are some basic objectives of industrial policy. Guys, we will be discussing in the next the different industrial policies were implemented after independence in the next sessions. Thank you, class.